Hello students, my name is Rajkumar and in last class we were solving the quadratic equation which has discriminant less than 0. तो अपन लोगों ने देख लिया था कि कोई भी quadratic equation जिसका discriminant less than 0 होता है that has imaginary roots and we had written some formula to find out the roots of that quadratic equation. So in this class we'll start with the miscellaneous example and exercise of textbook. तो इसमें फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से स्टार्ट करते हैं. So first question we have is find the conjugate of 3 minus 2 iota into 2 plus 3 iota divided by 1 plus 2 iota into 2 minus iota. ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर दे रखा है, इसको अपने का इस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट निकालना है. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट z इक्वल्स टू 3 माइनस 2 आयोटा इंटू 2 प्लस 3 आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 1 प्लस 2 आयोटा इंटू 2 माइनस आयोटा. अब न्यूमरेटर में दो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का प्रोडक्ट लिखा है तो दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. 3 इंटू 2 इज दैट इज 6, 3 इंटू 3 आयोटा दैट इज 9 आयोटा, माइनस 2 आयोटा इंटू 2 दैट इज माइनस 4 आयोटा, minus 2 iota into 3 iota that becomes minus 6 iota square divided by डिनोमिनेटर में भी दो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का प्रोडक्ट लिखा है तो दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई किया. 1 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया दैट इज 2, 1 इंटू माइनस आयोटा दैट इज माइनस आयोटा, 2 आयोटा इंटू 2 दैट इज 4 आयोटा, 2 आयोटा इंटू माइनस आयोटा दैट इज माइनस 2 आयोटा स्क्वायर. फर्दर सिंप्लीफाई किया 6, 9 आयोटा माइनस 4 आयोटा दैट इज 5 आयोटा माइनस 6 इंटू आयोटा स्क्वायर. आयोटा स्क्वायर इज माइनस 1 तो ये कितना हो जाएगा प्लस 6 डिवाइडेड बाई ये कितना हो गया 2 प्लस 3 आयोटा और यहाँ पे कितना हो जाएगा प्लस 2. फर्दर सिंप्लीफाइंग 12 प्लस 5 आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 4 प्लस 3 आयोटा. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे अपने पास क्या आ गया कि दो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का डिवीजन आ गया. 12 प्लस 5 आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 4 प्लस 3 आयोटा तो डिनोमिनेटर के कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट से ऊपर नीचे मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया दैट इज 4 माइनस 3 आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 4 माइनस 3 आयोटा. अब न्यूमिनेटर में दो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का प्रोडक्ट आ गया तो 12 इंटू 4 तो 48, 12 को माइनस 3 आयोटा से मल्टीप्लाई किया दैट इज माइनस 36 आयोटा, 5 आयोटा को 4 से किया दैट इज 20 आयोटा, प्लस 5 आयोटा और माइनस 3 आयोटा को मल्टीप्लाई किया दैट इज माइनस 15 आयोटा स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई नीचे a प्लस बी इंटू ए माइनस बी का फॉर्मूला बन गया दैट इज ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर. तो यहाँ पे कितना आ गया 48 माइनस 16 आयोटा प्लस 15 डिवाइडेड बाई 4 का स्क्वायर 16, 3 का स्क्वायर 9 और आयोटा स्क्वायर इज माइनस 1 और एक माइनस पहले से तो ये कितना हो गया प्लस 9. फर्दर सिंप्लीफाई किया ये कितना हो गया 63 माइनस 16 आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 25 सेपरेट कर दिया. सो फ्रॉम हियर वी गेट 63 बाई 25 माइनस 16 आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 25. ठीक है, सो फाइनली ऑन सिंप्लीफाइंग वी गेट आवर जेड दैट जेड कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इज इक्वल टू 63 बाई 25 माइनस 16 iota upon 25. So from here we can find the complex conjugate of z. So that is 63 by 25. तो माइनस किसके क्या हो जाएगा प्लस 16 iota divided by 25. So that's our final answer. ठीक है, so that's question number 1. Let's move to the question number 2. Question number 2 says find mode of z and amplitude of z for given find mode of z and amplitude of z for given complex numbers. ठीक है, तो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर दे रखा है उनके लिए मोड ऑफ z भी निकालना है और एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ z भी निकालना है. सो फर्स्ट वन गिवन इज 1 प्लस आयोटा डिवाइडेड बाई 1 माइनस आयोटा. लेट दिस इज इक्वल टू z. तो सबसे पहले तो इसको a प्लस आयोटा बी फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट किया. सो आई हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 1 प्लस आयोटा इन डिनोमिनेटर एंड न्यूमिनेटर. ऊपर तो क्या हो जाएगा a प्लस बी का होल स्क्वायर, दैट इज a स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर, a स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab प्लस बी स्क्वायर। डिनोमिनेटर में क्या आ जाएगा, दैट इज a माइनस बी a प्लस बी, सो 1 का स्क्वायर माइनस आयोटा का स्क्वायर, तो आयोटा स्क्वायर कितना हो जाएगा -1, तो 1 और -1 कैंसिल, सो इन न्यूमरेटर विल बी लेफ्ट विद 2 आयोटा और डिनोमिनेटर में कितना आ जाएगा 2, तो यहाँ से कितना आ गया आयोटा। सो आयोटा कैन बी रिटर्न इन a प्लस आयोटा बी फॉर्मेट, तो इसको कैसे लिखेंगे, तो यहाँ से z आ गया, z इक्वल्स टू 0 प्लस आयोटा। फ्रॉम हियर वी कैन इजीली फाइंड मोड ऑफ z, मोड ऑफ z इक्वल्स टू 0 होल स्क्वायर प्लस 1 स्क्वायर, तो यहाँ से क्या आ गया 0 का स्क्वायर 0 प्लस 1 का होल स्क्वायर 1, 0 प्लस 1 दैट इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 इक्वल्स टू 1, सो मोड ऑफ z इक्वल्स टू 1। So from here I can say real part of z that is x equals to 0 and imaginary part is 1. So if I take the ordered pair 0, 1 and plot in the argand plane, so I'll get this number lies on y axis. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए अपने पास एम्पलीट्यूड क्या आ जाएगा थीटा, दैट इज एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ z इज गिवन बाई tan इनवर्स y अपॉन x. So from here I get tan inverse y equals to 1 upon 0. So tan 1 upon 0 is undefined. So we have to find the angle where when the tan is undefined. We know that at pi by 2 tan theta is undefined. ठीक है, so from here we get amplitude of z that is equal to pi by 2. ठीक है, so that's the answer. Mode of z equals to 1 and amplitude of z is equals to pi by 2. ठीक है, let's move to the part second. In second part we have given is z equals to 1 over 1 plus iota. This is the complex number we have to given. So first of all we have to convert this into a plus iota b format. For that we will multiply numerator and denominator by 1 minus iota. In numerator we have 1 minus iota, in denominator we have formula a plus b into a minus b. So from we'll get 1 square minus iota whole square. So here we'll get 1 minus iota divided by 1 square 1, my iota square minus 1. So here we get plus 1. So 1 minus iota divided by 2. So from here we get 1 by 2 minus iota by 2. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल let's find mode of z. Mode of z is given by real part square plus imaginary part square. 1 by 2 का स्क्वायर 1 by 4 प्लस 1 by minus 1 by 2 स्क्वायर दैट इज 1 by 4. 1 by 4 प्लस 1 by 4 दैट इज 1 by 2 स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 by 2 is given by 1 over square root of 2. So that's the mode of z. So my complex number z is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 iota. So from here I can say real part of z is x 1 by 2 which is greater than 0 and imaginary part that is minus 1 by 2 which is less than 0. It means my ordered pair 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2, if I plot this ordered pair in argand plane, so I'll see that this complex number lies in 4th quadrant. If complex number lies in 4th quadrant, then formula for amplitude of z is given by minus of tan inverse mode of y upon x. So minus of tan inverse y is minus 1 by 2 and x is 1 by 2. So from here I will get minus tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 1. So I know tan inverse 1 is pi by 4, so amplitude of z is pi by 4. So from here my amplitude of z is equal to minus pi by 4. So for this complex number mode of z equals to 1 by root 2 and amplitude of z is pi by 4. ठीक है, let's move to the question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3 says if x plus iota y equal to a plus iota b divided by a minus iota b, then prove that x square plus y square equal to 1. So if this is the condition given, then I have to prove that x square plus y square equals to 1. So I'll take first step is take modulus both sides. So we'll get x plus iota y mod equal to a plus iota b divided by a minus iota b and whole mod. So what is the mode of x plus iota y? That is given by x square plus y square whole square root. and now I know that the mode can be broken on division sign, so I can take the mode separately and then divide. So this becomes a plus iota b mode divided by mode of a minus iota b. What is the a plus iota b? What is the mode of a plus iota b? That is square root of a square plus b square. And what is the mode of a minus iota b? That is same, a square plus b square. So both cancel out and I left with 1. So from here I'll get x square plus y square square root equal to 1. Now squaring both sides, I'll get x square plus y square equal to 1. So that's my answer. Let's move to the question number 4. Question number 4 says, if 3 plus 2 iota sin theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota sin theta is purely real, then find theta. If this expression 3 plus 2 iota sin theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota sin theta is purely real, then I have to find the value of theta. Okay, so first step is let that complex number is z. So z equals to 3 plus 2 iota sin theta divided by 1 minus 2 iota sin theta. ठीक है. Now I have to convert this complex number in a plus iota b format. So to convert a plus iota b format, I have to multiply in denominator by denominator and numerator by the complex conjugate of denominator. So I have to multiply by 1 plus 2 iota sin theta in numerator and denominator. ठीक है. So in numerator I'll get 3 plus 6 iota sin theta plus 2 iota sin theta, and I'll get minus 4 sin square theta divided by, in denominator I'll get formula a minus b into a plus b, that is given by a square minus b square, that is 2 iota sin theta whole square. ठीक है. So further simplifying we'll get 3 minus 4 sin square theta and plus iota 8 sin theta, and in denominator we'll get 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, iota square is minus 1, and 1 minus we have 1 extra minus sign, so this becomes plus. So we'll have 1 plus 4 sin square theta. So from here we get 3 minus 4 sin square theta divided by 1 plus 4 sin square theta plus iota, here we have 8 sin theta divided by 1 plus 4 sin square theta. Okay, so that's our final complex number that we have written expressed in a plus iota b format. Now we know that z is purely real number. If any complex number is purely real, then its imaginary part of z equals to 0. It means if z is purely real number, then it means imaginary part of z equals to 0. So here what is the imaginary part? Imaginary part of z is 8 sin theta divided by 1 plus 4 sin square theta. It means 8 sin theta divided by 1 plus 4 sin square theta must be equal to 0. From here we get 8 sin theta equals to 0, and from here we get sin theta equals to 0. Okay, so this we must be knowing, this we know from the trigonometric equation. When sin theta equals to 0, then theta equals to n pi, where n belongs to any integer, ठीक है. So that's our final answer. If that given complex number is a purely real number, then my theta will be multiple of pi. My answer theta can get the values like pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, 5 pi, 10 pi, 16 pi, 23 pi, like that. ठीक है. Let's move to the question number 5. Question number 5 says convert z equals to iota minus 1 divided by cos pi by 3 plus iota sin pi by 3 इन पोलर फॉर्म, ठीक है। So first of all I have to convert this complex number in a plus iota b form. From there I have to find the mode of z and amplitude of z. Then I can make use of the polar form formula. So from here we get iota minus 1 cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 which is given by 1 by 2 plus iota sin pi by 3 is nothing but root 3 by 2. So from here I'll get 2 minus 1 plus iota divided by 1 plus iota root 3, ठीक है। Now I'll multiply numerator and denominator by 1 minus iota root 3, ठीक है। So let's say 2, now if I multiply minus 1 by 1, so here I'll get minus 1 into minus iota root 3. So from here I'll get plus iota root 3 plus iota into minus iota root 3, iota into iota square, and here we have one extra minus sign, so this becomes plus root 3 divided by denominator we have a plus b, a minus b, this becomes a square minus b square. So from here get 2, here we have minus 1 plus root 3 plus iota root 3 plus 1 divided by 1 ka square 1, iota square is minus 1, we have one more extra sign, so this becomes plus, or here we have plus 3. So from here we'll get root 3 minus 1 by 2 plus iota root 3 plus 1 by 2. So that's our z, which we have expressed in a plus iota b format. Now we have to find the two things. First is mode of z and second thing is amplitude of z. So mode of z which is equal to r, which is given by real part square, that is root 3 minus 1 by 2 whole square, plus imaginary part, that is root 3 plus 1 by 2 and whole square. So now simplifying we'll get root 3 square is 3 minus 2 root 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 3 minus 2 root 3, sorry, here we'll get plus because here we have a plus b whole square plus 1 divided by 4, ठीक है। So further simplifying we'll get 2 root 3 will get cancelled, 3 plus 1 is 4, and here we'll get 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 by 4 1, and from here we'll get 1. So it means it will be something like 4 by 4 divided by 4 by 4. So from here we'll get square root of 2. That is our r and mode of z. Now next step is we have to find the amplitude of z. So I can say here real part of complex number, that is root 3 minus 1 by 2, that is greater than 0, and imaginary part of z, that is root 3 plus 1 by 2, that is also greater than 0. It means if I plot this complex number in arcant plane, then my real and imaginary part both are 0. It means the quadrant, this complex number lies in first quadrant. First quadrant, if this lies in first quadrant, then for amplitude we have formula theta equals to amplitude of z equals to tan inverse y upon x. So from here we get tan inverse, what is the value of y, that is root 3 plus 1 by 2 divided by what is the value of x, that is root 3 minus 1 by 2. So here 2 will get cancelled, so we'll get tan inverse root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1, ठीक है। So next thing we have to do is tan inverse divide numerator and denominator by root 3. So we'll get 1 plus 1 by root 3 divided by 1 minus 1 into 1 by root 3, ठीक है। So from here we'll get tan inverse, instead of 1 we can replace tan pi by 4 plus 1 by root 3 can be replaced with tan pi by 6 divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan pi by 6. So this becomes formula tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. So that is tan inverse. So this formula becomes tan pi by 4 plus pi by 6. So further simplifying we'll get pi by 4 plus pi by 6. We can say tan inverse and tan are inverse of each other. So both will cancel each other. So from here while simplifying I'll get take LCM is 12. So this becomes 3 pi plus 2 pi. So this will be 5 pi by 12. It means my arc theta, that is amplitude of z is theta, which is 5 pi by 12, and r which is mod of z, that is square root of 2. So now I can write polar form of z is given by r times cos theta plus iota sin theta. So r is square root of 2, cos theta is 5 pi by 12 plus iota sin theta is again 5 pi by 12. So that is my complex number z, that is 5 pi by 12. Z equals to root 2 cos pi 5 pi by 12 plus iota sin 5 pi by 12. That is the polar form. Now let's move to the question number 6. Question number 6 says evaluate iota power 18 plus 1 by iota whole power 25 and whole power 3. I have to simplify this. Now we have iota power 18. So first step is I have to divide 18 by 4 and check for remainder. If I divide 18 by 4, then remainder will be 2. It means whenever we get remainder 2, then my iota power n is minus 1. So from here I can say this becomes minus 1 plus here we have 1. Here we get iota power 25 whole cube. Now again we have 1 over iota power 25. So if I divide 25 by 4, remainder will be 1. If remainder will be 1, then my answer will be iota. And here we have whole cube. So now I can do one thing, minus 1 plus I can divide and multiply by iota in numerator and denominator. So from here I can say minus 1 plus iota square is nothing but minus 1. Here we have whole cube. If I take the minus sign common, so I will be left with 1 plus iota whole cube. Now I can make use of formula a plus b ka whole cube. So from here I will get minus a cube, that is 1, b cube, that is iota cube, plus 3ab, that is 3 iota, bracket 1 plus iota, that is a plus b. So here we have minus 1 plus iota cube, that is nothing but minus iota, plus 3 iota plus 3 iota square. So from here we will get minus 1, 3 iota minus iota, that is 2 iota minus 3. So from here I will get, this will be plus 1 because here we have 1. So 1 minus iota plus 3 iota square. So again this will be plus. So here we have minus sign. So this will be minus 2 plus 2 iota. Further simplifying, we will get 2 minus 2 iota. So that's our the simplest form of the given complex number. Okay. Let's move to the question number 7. Question number 7 says, for any two complex number z1 and z2, we have to prove that real part of z1 into z2 is equal to real part of z1 into real part of z2 minus imaginary part of z1 into imaginary part of z2. That we have to do. Now let z1 equals to a1 plus iota b1 and z2 equals to a2 plus iota b2. And I can say a1, b1, a2, b2 all are real numbers. It means a1 is the real part of z1, b1 is the imaginary part of z1, a2 is nothing but real part of z2 and b2 is nothing but imaginary part of z2. Now I have to find z1 into z2. So here I have z1 equals to a1 plus iota b1 into z2 is nothing but a2 plus iota b2. Now further simplifying, I will get a1 into a2 plus iota a1 b2 plus iota a2 b1. So here if I multiply iota b1 by iota b2, that will be minus b1 into b2. So finally I will get a1 a2 minus b1 b2 plus iota a1 b2 plus a2 b1. So this is our new complex number which is obtained by multiplying z1 and z2. Now if I find the real part of z1 into z2, that is this quantity a1 a2 minus b1 b2. Okay. Now what is a1? A1 is the real part of z1, so instead of a1 I can replace real part of z1. Instead of a2 I can replace real part of z2 minus. What is b1? b1 can be replaced with imaginary part of z1 and b2 can be replaced with imaginary part of z2. So that's my final answer. That's what we have to prove. ठीक है. Now let's move to the question number 8. Question number 8. Question number 8 says we have to reduce 1 over 1 minus 4 iota, here we have minus sign, 2 divided by 1 plus iota into 3 minus 4 iota divided by 5 plus iota in a plus iota b form. So we are given a complex number. This complex number we have to reduce in simplest form, that is a plus iota b form. Okay, so let's just first of all start taking the LCM. So here we have 1 minus 4 iota and here we have 1 plus iota. So this becomes 1 plus iota. Now we have to multiply minus 2 by minus 1 minus 4 iota. So this becomes minus 2 plus 8 iota into, here we have 3 minus 4 iota divided by 5 plus iota. So I have to multiply 5 minus iota and divide 5 minus iota. So in numerator I have got that is minus 1 plus 9 iota divided by, I have to multiply these two complex number. So I'll get 1 plus iota minus 4 iota, minus 4 iota into iota, iota square becomes minus 1, so this becomes plus 4. So in numerator I will have 15 minus 3 iota minus 20 iota and iota into iota, iota square, and this is plus 1, so finally here I will get minus 4. In denominator I can apply formula a plus b into a minus b, that is 25 plus 1. So finally I have minus 1 plus 9 iota divided by 5 minus 3 iota into 15 minus 4, that is 11 minus 23 iota divided by 26. ठीक है. So finally I almost got the answer. Now what I have to do is, first of all I have to multiply minus 1 plus 9 iota into 11 minus 23 iota. So this becomes minus 11 plus 23 iota. This becomes 11 into 9, that is 99 iota. 9 iota into minus 23 iota, so that becomes plus 23 into 9 divided by 26 times 5 minus 3 iota. Now I have to simplify this. So this becomes 23 into 9, that is 221. So 221 minus 11, 221 minus 11 is 201. So this becomes 201 and plus iota. So this becomes 122 divided by 26 5 minus 3 iota. ठीक है. Now again 5, I have to get rid of 5 minus 3 iota in denominator. So what will I do? I will multiply numerator and denominator by 5 plus 3 iota. ठीक है. So from here I will get, if I simplify this, so 2, first of all 201 into 5, that will be 1005. Now I have to multiply 122. So this will be my iota, 122 into 5. Now 201 into 3. So this will be 603 iota. Iota square is minus 1. And this becomes 366 divided by 26, and here I can apply a minus b into a plus b formula, that is 25 plus 9. Okay, from here I can separate the real part and imaginary part, and that can be easily written in a plus iota b format. So from calculation point of view, this question is little bit lengthy, but concept wise it is very easy. Okay, so I think you can do this. So just in last step what you have to do is, you have to separate the real part and imaginary part and divide the real and imaginary part by 26 into 34. Okay, so let's move to the question number 9. Question number 9 is, if x minus iota y equals to square root of a minus iota b divided by c minus iota d. Then prove that x square plus y square का whole square is equals to a square plus b square divided by c square plus d square. That's what you have to do. So first of all, what I have to do is, first of all, let's square both sides. So I'll get x minus y iota y whole square equal to a minus iota b upon c minus iota d. Now I will take mod both sides. So I'll be left with mod of x minus iota y square equals to mod of a minus iota b divided by c minus iota d. So what is the mod of x minus iota y? That is nothing but x square plus y square square root. So I have to take square also. Now this mod can be broken down on division. So I can separate the mod. So mod of a minus iota b divided by mod of c minus iota d. What is the mod of a minus iota b? That is nothing but the square root of a square plus b square. And what is the mod of c minus iota b iota d? That is nothing but square root of c square plus d square. So from here I can see I'll get x square plus y square equal to a square plus b square divided by c square plus d square and square root. If I square both sides, I'll get x square plus y square whole square equals to a square plus b square divided by c square plus d square. So that's what I had to prove. So hence proved. Let's move to the last question, that is question number 10. Okay. So in question number 10 says I have to convert the following in polar form. So I have to convert the following complex number, convert z in polar form. Okay. So I have to convert the following complex number in polar form. So first complex number given is z equals to 1 plus 7 iota divided by 2 minus iota whole square. So first of all, 1 plus 7 iota divided by, in denominator I can apply formula a minus b whole square, that is 4 minus 4 iota, iota square is minus 1. So from here I will get 1 plus 7 iota divided by 3 minus 4 iota. Now I have to multiply numerator or denominator by 3 plus 4 iota, 3 plus 4 iota. So I will get 3 into 1 is 3, 7 iota into 3 is 21 iota, and 4 iota, that is 4 iota, 7 iota into 4 iota, that is minus 28, and here I will get 9 plus 16. So I will get minus 25 plus 25 iota divided by 25. So finally my complex number z becomes minus 1 plus iota. From here first thing I have to find mod of z, that is r, which is given by real part square plus imaginary part square. So this becomes minus 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1. So this becomes square root of 2. So from here I can say real part of x is minus 1, imaginary part is 1. Real part is negative, imaginary part is positive. So if I plot minus 1 into 1, minus 1 comma 1 into the argand plane, I'll see this complex number lies in second quadrant. If this lies in second quadrant, then my theta, amplitude of z, can be given as pi minus tan inverse mod of y upon x. Okay. So what I have to do is pi minus tan inverse, what is value of y? Y is 1, x is minus 1. So this becomes pi minus tan inverse 1, and tan inverse 1 is nothing but, that is pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4, that is 3 pi by 4. So here we have theta, that is 3 pi by 4, and value of r is root 2. So polar form will be, polar form, what is the formula for polar form? That is r bracket cos theta plus iota sin theta. So from here z equals to r is square root of 2, here we have cos, instead of theta we can replace 3 pi by 4 plus iota sin, here we have 3 pi by 4. So that's our polar form. Okay. So to find the polar form of any complex number, first of all we need two information. First thing is mod of z, another one is amplitude of z. So for this question we have one more part. Question second part, my complex number given is z equals to 1 plus 3 iota divided by 1 minus 2 iota. So first of all I have to convert this into a plus iota b format. For that I have to multiply and divide by 1 plus 2 iota. If I multiply in numerator, two complex numbers are there, so 1 into 1 1, 2 iota plus 3 iota, 3 iota into 2 iota is, that is minus 6. So 1 square is 1, 2 iota into 2 iota, that is minus 4. So we have one more addition minus sign, so this becomes plus 4. So here I have minus 5 plus 5 iota divided by 5. So finally I'll get z equals to minus 1 plus iota. But fortunately here you can see in part first and part second we have the same complex number. In part first we had got the complex number that is minus 1 plus iota. Here you can see minus 1 plus iota, and here also minus 1 plus iota. If I got the same complex number, then its polar representation will also be same. So after minus 1 plus iota, in second part also the rest of the working will be same. If we find mod of z, that will be root 2. We find the theta, that will be 3 pi by 4, and then we can make use of the formula z equals to r bracket cos theta plus iota sin theta. So with this is how we can calculate them. This is how we can represent any complex number in polar form. So first step, we have to convert that complex number in a plus iota b form. From there we have to find mod of z, that is given by square root of a square plus b square, where a is the real part of z and b is the imaginary part of z. And second is we have to find amplitude of z. So amplitude of z will differ by quadrant. So first of all we have to fix in which quadrant the complex number is lying. Based on the quadrant we have got 4 different formula. Using that formula we can find the theta, that is amplitude of z, and finally we can make use of this formula, that is z equals to r bracket cos theta plus iota sin theta. Here r is the mode of z and theta is the amplitude of z. So this way we can represent any complex number in polar form.